Barry, we met a year ago, just after you were diagnosed with ALS. What can you tell me about that meeting and what it meant to you to start the advanced care planning process?
Well, I was excited actually when I got your call that you were offering this service. And as a child and family psychologist, when I got your call and I'd been diagnosed, I was really anxious because I had no idea how to look at that. And one of the things I've been really concerned about is what happens when you have to make a choice at that time of life and how it will affect yourself and the family at that time. And I'm particularly interested in the quality of life rather just than length of life. Call.
Had you done any prior advanced care planning work prior to my call?
Well, I did have a living will,
Mm-hmm.
which, you're encouraged to do. But a living will doesn't give you enough information about how to plan for it. And one of the things that was particularly helpful to us was you had a vehicle that helped us go down the line of the various things to look at and to consider in developing a plan, a life care plan, rather than just a legal plan. And so that was very, very influential on our motivation to see you at that time.
Okay.
You know.
And I know it was special to sit down with both you and Mindy
Yes.
to talk about it. How were you and Mindy feeling that day as we went through the process and through the discussion?
Well, it was very supportive.
Mm-hmm.
You were the first professionals that we encountered after the diagnosis, essentially. I mean, we'd been to the LS clinic, but of course they didn't talk about those issues either. So you were the first ones to approach us with that issue. And I've been thinking about that issue and how to go about it. One of the things, since I have ALS, is I've been eager to be sure I understand when you get to that point, you have to make a decision what you're facing. And I wasn't getting that kind of information. And that made it very, very hard.
Have you taken the information that we discussed and shared it with your family members and your physician?
Yes, well, certainly that.
Mm-hmm.
With the physician, it's very important the physician knew what my preferences were, as well as my wife.
So Barry, after our conversation together and time for you to think about what you wanted, I understand that you did bring this up with your family and share your wishes. How difficult was it for you to broach that subject with your sons?
I didn't find it difficult at all, but I think it's important to understand what it's like when you have three sons and how hard it is for them to communicate with you about their emotions. I was hoping we could engage in and sharing my own deep feelings with them to form the kind of meaningful, just to be close to them was really important. So it wasn't hard for me to approach this because I saw it as an opportunity to bring us together and for us to share feelings with each other. What's interesting to me is subsequent to that event, my sons have been much more open with me about their feelings, share much more of their lives with me, and connect to me in ways that are very satisfying.
And it sounds like it's actually brought your family closer now.
I think so, a lot closer. But more importantly, with me personally, with my sons, the men side of it, we've connected more.
You think then as time moves forward, they'll be more comfortable if they're facing a similar situation with themselves or another loved one?
I hope so, but you never know. Things are complicated, circumstances are different. They're who they are. I know my sons. Certainly it would help to have had this experience.
But for now, the main point is they're open with you, and it sounds like you're working together as a family.
That's exactly right. And I feel very supported by that.
What was your most important takeaway from our conversation?
your presence and your commitment to doing this with me was probably most important.
I'm glad it was easy. It is a tough
I
topic.
didn't say it was easy, but it eased my anxiousness so that I could discuss it with you. And especially since I appreciated your courage in doing this work. Thank you. Actually, it means a lot to me that you asked me to come and do this. Makes me feel honored by your request. And it's been very informative, actually, to participate with you in this. So I want to thank you as well.